Hi everybody. Talk about something a little different today. A lot of other YouTubers have covered this story and some information that it sometimes bothers me and sometimes doesn't worry me, or I'll say some things about this worries me, some does not. 26-year-old Elliot Eastman was kidnapped here in the Philippines in Zamboanga del Norte. Most reports I'm seeing on the 18th, there's another one that says the 17th. Today is the 21st. There's been no request for ransom yet. Nobody's heard anything from him or the kidnappers. The story goes that 4 armed men posing as police officers came into his house, went to abduct him. He tried to run and get away. He was shot in the leg. The way I understand it, as they abducted him, the police did try to chase, but they made it to a speedboat, put him on the boat, and took off, and that was the last seen of him. Some are saying that it's for ransom, and some are saying it's other things. I watched some of his videos, little short, some of them very long, very dull, but 3 weeks ago in one of the videos I watched, he was complaining that people in the town did not like him, or starting not to like him. There had been threats from people that he is going to be kidnapped. Other people were saying, warning his wife or his family, as he called it, that someone was going to kidnap him. This was 3 weeks before he was kidnapped. He's married to a Muslim girl. He lives in a Muslim community. So a lot of theories is, or at least around this area, that that was why he was kidnapped. That was why he was not liked, because he was an American married to a Muslim. Some of the stories coming out, I've watched it on the news very carefully. I've tried to find out everything about this. He was loaning money, like I think they call it a 520 scheme, where if you loan somebody 5,000 pesos, you charge 20% and get 6,000 pesos back, which is 20%. He owned the Sorry store there, was selling stuff out of a Sorry store. In his videos he talks about that. He was not very well off, didn't have a lot of money. There's some saying, I have not seen this in his videos, but there were videos where he was asking for money. Now, as far as why he was taking, nobody really knows for sure. It could be he made somebody angry on the 520 scheme. He was not liked in the community because he was married to a Muslim girl, being an American. He's from Vermont, the United States. And one of the videos I seen, another expat here in Zamboanga del Norte, which is where he was kidnapped from. It's a large province. The police came to this expat, which is way north of me, near Depalon, and told him and his family to move out of the house and move into the city until election is over. Apparently here, politicians who don't have enough money to fund their campaign will kidnap someone in order to get money to fund their campaign. That's the part that worries me, because they told this guy to stay in the city until the election is over. I've seen where other expats were approached by police. They took their picture, told them to be very careful, all that. I have not been approached by the police yet. I'm the only foreigner I ever see around here. There's 2 German friends that I know in town. One of them went back to Germany to work, and I haven't seen him in a while. I've never seen in another American living here. I've seen one or two passing through town. I spoke to one a while back that was staying in a hotel to visit somebody, but I'm the only one that I know of here, American, that I've seen. I've heard stories there are other Americans live here, but I've not seen any. I know where we're building our house here, the lady that lives, our closest neighbor here, her husband is Australian, but he's not here now. He's supposed to be coming, but don't know when. So the part that worries me about, if it was revenge or because he was married to a Muslim in a Muslim community, that doesn't worry me in my situation here. There's not many Muslims here, and Anne's not Muslim, so that doesn't bother me. The one thing that does bother me is the police have said they have 3 persons of interest. That's all they've really said. They said they're still following up on that to see if they have the right people. And the police saying they have 3 persons of interest, and then the police telling another foreigner that, stay in the city until the election is over, that bothers me. That kind of gives me worry, because if the kidnapping was because a politician needs money, that means every foreigner in Zamboanga del Norte, depending on what the election is for, could be in danger for this. Anne doesn't seem to be too worried about it. She says her theory is that it was because he was married to a Muslim lady living in a Muslim community, because this is highly Catholic, so they have some conflicts here because of that. And the men that did abduct him were wearing all black and carrying M16s. So the regular Filipino does not have access to an M16. Only groups like, I hope I pronounce this, Abu Sayyad, I think they're called. They're a Muslim extremist group here, militia group. Or there's another couple of other Muslim anti-government groups in the area of Zamboanga, which is close, the Zamboanga city is close to where this guy was abducted. So to me that says they were some kind of militia having M16s. Being they have not asked for a ransom, he was shot in the leg. If he was shot in the leg with an M16, that does a lot of damage. Theory is, for me, that he probably bled to death, or they took him out to sea and dumped him off the boat just to get rid of him, because if it was revenge or hate, I think that's the most likely scenario. I hate to say that, but I believe he's already dead. And in the foreigner, where they told him to move into the city, the police had told him that they believed he was already dead. And the fact that there's been no ransom demand also kind of, even if they was going to ask for ransom, if he died from the gunshot wound and lack of medical attention, they would have asked for ransom by now, I believe. So if he died, we're not too late to ask for ransom on it. They can't prove he's alive. So I do keep a lot closer eye on everything now. Like this morning I went out to get water, because here you can't drink tap water. We have to buy bottles of water. And I went out to get water this morning, and the first thing I did before I stepped out on the street, I scanned the street up and down and everywhere, just to have my surroundings, make sure there was nothing strange in my surroundings. I'm been highly more vigilant because of this, and I would suggest any foreigners, especially in Zamboanga del Norte, pay close attention to your surroundings. Don't give your exact location. I have a lot of people on my videos say, I'm in this area, where are you? And I'll just give them a general location. I never give them my exact location. I've done that from the very beginning. I have lots of YouTube videos of different places, so it would be, if you want to go by those to pinpoint where I'm at, it's going to be very unlikely you're going to know where I'm at, because I'm all over the place in this part. All I can say is I'm somewhere between Ipil and Lilloy, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Which I guess if they wanted to, they could really narrow me down. But sometimes, you know, every once in a while I get to thinking maybe I should go back to the United States till all this blows over, then come back, or me and Ann go to the city. Ann's kind of like not worried about it, which kind of bugs me a little bit, I guess you could say, because I don't feel the concern about it from her. She just says, stay in the house, don't go out, especially after dark, which in the Philippines you shouldn't anyway, but I do around here. You know, I've always felt safe here. I've never had any problems here. But if I'm stuck in the house all the time, can't go out, that to me that's like being in jail, and I don't want to live that way. So I guess I could take suggestions from comments and stuff, what I should do. Should I stick around here, not worry about it? Should I you know, move into the city, go back to the U.S. until this blows over? I would wish I had more information on what exactly, why this guy was kidnapped. Could be nothing to do with my safety at all, but then it could be all us foreigners in this area have a target on our back. I don't know yet. That's what I would like to know. At first, when I heard, yeah, he was getting warnings 3 weeks ahead of time, I wasn't too worried. But when I hear the political aspect of it, that caused me a little concern. So, I would suggest, if you're a foreigner living in Zamboanga or down at Norte, if the police comes to you and says, you know, move into the city, go ahead and do that. But don't do like the other guy said. He gave his plan. He was saying, we're staying in the city, but every day I'm going back to my house in the province and working, and then come back at night. So he's basically telling anybody who wants to do him harm what his schedule is, what he's going to do. Don't do anything like that. Keep it low key. As far as anybody kidnapping me for money, I don't have no money, so it'd be a waste of time. The U.S. government's not gonna give money for me. I'm nobody. And I've warned my family before I ever came to the Philippines the first time, if I ever get kidnapped for ransom, don't give a penny of it. Let them do whatever, because chances are if you pay them, they're going to do away with me anyway, so that would be a waste of money. So my family's already been told, if I get kidnapped, don't give any, not one red peso, penny, whatever. So kidnapping me would be a waste of time. So anyway, I just wanted to give my views and opinion on that. If you have any questions, concerns, give me a shout out in the comments, let me know, and thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye, y'all.